Oh, we're 17 seconds now.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, then, hey, we want to first off, and give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakah, Kodash, the double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Um, another lesson for you brothers, man. Lord willing, you be edified through the Spirit.
Kind. The topic is blessed when men shall hate you, because coming into the last days, as the brothers in Dallas just put up, you're gonna have it to where men are going to start reviling you and start hating you, man. I mean, if not already, when you come to the truth, and more so for newer brothers, just to give some tips on how to navigate through the world. Pretty much, we have to stay away from those who don't believe in the word, man. We pretty much have to stay away from our family, that we used to kick it with in the world, our friends, associates,
Yep.
because when you start to further yourself in the truth, there's a certain a light that shines off you, and the people start to hate that light because they're in darkness. Let me get Psalms 82 and 5, Bob Kushak. So they start to hate you, and it's not anything that you did, it's not anything that you did to them, but it's the fact that you symbolize righteousness now. So whether they know it or not, whether you be in the truth, they see that you are contrary to their lifestyle now.
Yep.
So they're going to hate you more and more.
Yep, because the scriptures say they don't want their deeds to be reproved.
Kind.
And hey, in this truth, you have to become a new man, and that's one thing people don't want to do. So they cling on to their carnal ways, and they think with a carnal mind. This is Psalms 82 and 5. It says, "They know not, neither will they understand."
Yeah, they know not. Neither will they understand, because people in this world, they don't see beyond themselves. They take everything for face value. And with the truth of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you can't take it for face value. You have to dig deeper in every aspect. The
Spirit has to be dealing with you.
Kind.
And what they don't understand is that this ain't of us. So really, they don't despise us. They despise Yahweh Shai.
Mm-hmm.
Just to add on to what you were saying. Furthermore, they despise Yahweh Shai. They always hated Yahweh Shai.
Mm-hmm.
But it says they know not, neither will they understand.
Yeah.
They walk on in darkness.
Yeah, neither will they understand, because they walk on in darkness. Because they can't see. They can't see what you see.
Exactly.
You're the light walking in a room full of darkness, and they don't have that light. So when you move away from them, when you move close to them, all they see is the blinding light. When you're in a dark room and, let's say your little brother's asleep and you turn on the lights, and he looks at you crazy like, dude, turn the light off. That's exactly how they look at you. And when you walk and you roam throughout the world, you have a light bouncing off you, so you can see in front of you, And the further and further you get in this truth, the broader that radius of that light around you becomes. So now you went from, just getting into the truth and being able to see a foot in front of you in all directions to, a couple years, 10 years, 15 years, 30 years. And now you're able to see miles in all directions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that light is reaching more and more people. So, and they hate that, because with that light, matter of fact, you got a precept?
Yeah.
Okay, kind of. But with that light, they start to see that their deeds are being uncovered, like the brother said earlier. So they can't do, certain things around you, And it's not anything that just because you voice like, hey, don't smoke no cigarettes around me, or don't do that, or I don't do that no more. You don't have to say anything to them. It's because your spirit radiates, and they feel pressured, and they feel how do you call it? They feel unbalanced around you.
All right, this is Isaiah 60 and 1. It says, "Arise, shine, for thy light has come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee.
Yeah, that light has come, man. You know, and Scripture say, "Wisdom maketh thy face to shine." You know, so that light that is talking about that has come is the knowledge and wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, like the Scripture say, "I will search Jerusalem with candles." Those individual candles that are going out are the men of the Lord. You know, they were the apostles and the elders and the high priest that that started the truth. You know,
That's right.
so you being as a candle, searching out Jerusalem that's in darkness, you're going to be a walking target because you're a candle in a room full of darkness. Everybody can see you, but you're in, you're in an enshrouded of light. But anything outside that realm of light, you can't see, So you don't really know what's lurking out there, trying to get at you. So it's best if if you stay away from the unbelievers, you stay away from, the demons and your baby mama family and even your own family, man, your old friends, because they will turn into snakes and try to bite you.
I got a precept for you on that, but I'm going to finish that.
Okay.
It says, verse 2, 60 and 2, it says, "For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people."
Yeah, the darkness shall cover the earth, man, and gross darkness the people, because no one knows who they are, and everybody has this false sense of knowledge, this sense of mind.
Righteousness.
Yeah, false sense of righteousness.
They expect you to be floating. They expect you to have a mega church. They expect you to be
floating, man.
Speaking perfectly. They don't expect you to slip up, but the scriptures tell you that the men of the Lord slip up. And then when you slip up, it's a chance for them to overthrow you. Hey, but the Most High, we're babes. You know what I'm saying? So, and the things that are not get to confound the things that are. So that's what we are, and people don't like that because we're the offscoring of the earth. We're the filth of the earth.
Yeah.
Who is these little niggas? What they talking about? Oh, you still dealing with them little niggas? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like they said, Yahushua, like, ain't that Mary's son? What the hell he doing out here teaching like he's smart?
But that's so nobody will boast over the glory of the Most High. So that's why the Most High does things like that, man.
Yeah.
Because you idiots out there who think y'all know it all, y'all don't know the ways of the Lord.
Yeah.
Y'all don't understand the fashion in which He moves in. So of course, everything is wicked to you because you're a wicked motherfucker.
Exactly.
You're a wicked person.
Yeah.
All right. Salaki. It says, but gross darkness the people, but the Lord shall arise upon thee. So the people are in darkness, but the Lord is arising upon whom He hath chosen. Like we always say, we didn't just one day wake up and want to go out there and do it. We were compelled to do it, and more than that, it's something in us that rose us up and reminded us of who we are, what time we living in, and what we have to do. Okay, Salaki. It says, but the Lord shall rise upon thee, and His glory shall be seen upon thee.
Yeah, His glory shall be seen upon thee, man. And that's what they really hate. They hate that you represent the glory of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and you have the truth. That's what they really hate. They don't hate you, but the demons in them resonate with the righteous spirit within you, and they hate the righteousness. They hate the light. They hate the glory.
Because of the light purges that filthy man that you are, that you were raised up.
Yep.
Could you get Jeremiah 5:5, and then I got this Psalms 26 for you.
Okay.
This is Psalms chapter 26. I start at 2. Well, 1. I start at 1. It says, "Judge me, O Lord, for I have walked in mine integrity." Okay, I have trusted also in the Lord, therefore I shall not slide.
Yeah, I've trusted therefore in the Lord, and therefore I will not slide, man. Because trusting in the Lord, put your trust in the Lord, and the Lord gonna have you, man.
Yeah.
The scriptures say there's none that trusted in the Lord and was forsaken.
Yep.
So even when you're out in the world and you feel like everybody's against you, that's supposed to happen, But the scriptures give you avenues on how to navigate through it.
It says, "Examine me, O Lord, and prove me. Try my reins in my heart."
Yeah, and that's slacking.
Thoughts. Slacking.
Yeah, it can, and that's exactly what's happening. The scriptures say that wisdom will try you by its crooked ways, man. So a part of that being tried is going through these hiccups with your family members and your girlfriend, your baby mama, your kids, your your best friends, your aunties, your uncles, you know,
Scoffers.
yeah, scoffers, you know. But
And
that's
these evil ass people out here.
yeah, but that's all to reinforce your faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Because you are living the scriptures. You are actually a walking prophecy.
Yeah.
You know?
Where we entered into that straight gate. So we're going through what Yahushua went through. So he didn't have it easy. And believe me, I was just contemplating this the other night. I will think about it. Thinking about it last night, how much how much pressure he was under. You're talking about in the ancient world where we actually still had our homeland, but not only that, you still had wicked ones among us who were ruling with tyranny. They was like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So they could put you to death just off a basic claim. Nowadays, you don't really have that. You know, we can move around and
Yeah.
jug and do whatever we need to do, and we're under grace right now. Back then, they were still putting Jake to death, and that's why they were seeking after Yahweh's life. That's why they sought after Paul's life. That's why they sought after certain individuals' lives who was pushing his truth, because Yahweh was that truth, not that the law was, you know, because the law didn't make you perfect, because the Lord turned his back on Israel at one point in time.
And that's what point is coming to now. There's going to be a time and point where we are going to be in that state to where now they can just accuse you, and you're on the road to be getting put to death.
Yeah.
You know, because we're going to be the terrorists. We're going to be the bad guys, man. Because we're that light in the realm of darkness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the whole point of Esau, the so-called white man, and 2/3 of our own people, their mission is to vanquish that light.
It says, verse 4, I have not, yes, Lockie. Let me see. Verse 3, it says, for thy loving kindness is before mine eyes, and I have walked in thy truth.
Yeah.
I have not sat with vain persons.
See, I've not sat with vain persons. You know, and I have walked in thy truth. Because those vain persons will hinder you from walking in the Lord's truth. You know, that's another thing. You know, those demons are actually put in place to actually stop you from excelling in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
All right. It says, neither will I go in with dissemblers.
Yeah, now will I go in with dissemblers, man, because they're meant, and like I just said, they're meant to break you up from being with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man.
Yeah.
You know,
and break others up, because they don't believe in the faith, and they want others to follow suit in what they believe in, you know, because let them tell it they you know, they ain't got demons on them, and they're perfect, you know, in their walk, you know, and they got the perfect mindset, which they don't have. They don't understand what the scriptures say, man. They know not they know not where they affirm, or some to that extent, you know.
Yeah.
What's it like? So it says, verse 5, I have hated the congregation of evildoers.
Yeah, that's the point. You're supposed to hate the congregation of evildoers. I wish I would have thought of that earlier. That's a good ass scripture. You're supposed to hate the congregation of evildoers. That's exactly what it is. And
That's what I'm here, brother.
kind of, it's if it's not the brothers, if it's not, you know, the apostles and the elders and the brethren that's pushing the word, everybody else is evil because they don't care about Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. And King David said, I hate them that hate you with a perfect hatred. And they hate the Most High, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So you're supposed to have that same mindset towards these people in the world, you know? They're not doing what the Lord says do. They gonna get killed for eating pork, something simple as that, you know?
Yeah, the Lord ain't playing when he come back. He ain't playing. And they scoffing at all the mysteries that he revealed, you know? Nothing the world has witnessed already, you know what I'm saying? This is new to them, you know. Really, it's fresh, you know. It's being freshened. It's been given to us to refresh the minds of our people, to wake up the elect, because that's what it's ultimately about. Because, you know, when the elect is sealed, that's when the destruction is going to happen. Okay, it says, I have hated the congregation of evildoers and will not sit with the wicked. I will wash mine hands in innocency.
Yeah, you will not sit in the congregation of evildoers, and you will not sit with the wicked, and you will wash your hands in innocency. You know, you're supposed to wash your hands of them. You know, all that dirt and grime that, you know, I mean, for brothers that work, you know what I'm saying, that have worked with their hands and work on construction sites or worked with landscaping or do anything with their hands, they know that your hands get all cut up, your nails get broken, the dirt and the oil gets all in your hands and all the spots on your hands, man. You're supposed to wash your hands, man. You're supposed to get those hands clean.
Yeah.
You know?
And the dirt, the filth is the way people think,
Yeah.
with the ideals that this world has implanted in them.
Yeah. And the people, you gotta wash the people off of you too, man. You know, it's part of becoming a new man. Because those stains will sooner or later set in those cuts and you'll get infected. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to wash your hands and sterilize yourself. Hand sanitizer, alcohol, lotion, all of that. You know? It's like you know, taking care of your hygiene, but spiritually.
Yeah. All right. It says, "I will wash my hands in innocency, so will I compass thine altar, O Lord, that I may publish with the voice of thanksgiving."
Yeah, that I may publish with the voice of thanksgiving, man. You know, when we go on the highways and byways, when we do these shows, man, you're supposed to publish the word of the Lord. You're supposed to send it out, man. You know? And you can't do that if you're sitting in a congregation of the wicked and evildoers, because they're not going to let you do it. I'll tell you this right now.
They're not going to change.
You know? And they're not going to let you do it. As soon as you start up a video or to watch a show from the apostles or from other brothers, why are you watching that bullshit? Turn that shit off in my house. Go somewhere else with that shit. You can't ride in my car with if you listen to that. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be in reference to the truth. Not you, but to the truth.
Yeah. Hey, but this is a prerequisite for the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Being tried and being hated, all of that tribulation is a prerequisite for the kingdom.
Yeah.
Most people don't want to go through that scrutiny. You have to, because it purges you. So, you know, hey, this is part of that straight gate. It says, strive ye to enter into the straight gate. You know, so you brothers that's on the other side, man, strive, man. Become, like the scripture says, study to show thyself approved. Continue in the faith. Be humble. That's the main thing. And you know, don't grow a tumor, this damn tumor on the side of your head of pride and shit, you know? So we gotta speed it up a little bit. Okay, it says, it says, Lord, I have loved the habitation of thy house and the place where thine honor dwelleth. That was it on that.
Okay. I got Jeremiah 5:5.
Okay.
It's Jeremiah 5:5. I will get me unto the great men and will speak unto them, for they have known the way of the Lord.
Yep. And that's the great men are those who are renowned and renewed by the Spirit. Okay. Those who are renewed by the Spirit, those who don't consider this society as or uphold the merits of the society. You know, period. You got those that claim they believe in Yahushua and they still believe in this way of life, this way of living, this westernized thought process that they live in every day.
It says, and the judgment of their power, but these have altogether broken the yoke and burst the bonds.
Broken the yoke. We have broken the yoke, all right? Because this evil westernized way that people, you know, deem as the society norm, that's a yoke, man. That's a yoke, you know, and that's like chains around your mind, man, because you grew up being socially engineered to be what the hell the elites want you to be. In their society. The so-called white man runs this world, not us. We didn't give out the curriculum in the school systems. You know, the Esau did that.
Yeah. So
a lot of you, or in the church, you know, in those institutions. So a lot of you think like Esau. Y'all think like the so-called white man. Okay. So you know that represents darkness, man. This current state, this current system, that's all that yoke, man. You know.
This is 2 Corinthians 6:14. It says, "Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers."
See, and those unbelievers believe in this society and believe that this was what God intended it to be. You know, Most High ain't intend for this godforsaken place to be the way it is. You know, this ain't the height of civilization.
Yeah.
The height of civilization is yet to come.
Yeah. So we gotta be
Idiots.
with, we have to be yoked with the believers and leave the other people alone, man. You know, it's 2/3 because it's, remember the scriptures say in Zechariah 13:8 that 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed. And I guarantee you don't want to be around the niggas when they get the hammer. It says, "For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion hath light with darkness?" Which none, man, because it doesn't exist. You can't have darkness and light exist in the same room, man. You turn on the lights, the darkness is gone. So it's either you gotta have one foot, and you can't have one foot in darkness and one foot in the light, man. You gotta be either or. You gotta pick a side, man.
And your charger. Slide.
Kind of, yeah, but I ain't got no.
I'll get the extension cord.
Okay, kind.
I got you.
It's yeah, my charger is in the bag right there. Actually,
Okay,
I'm
I got
looking
you.
at it. It says, "Hath righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion hath light with darkness? And what concord hath Yahushua with Belial? Or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel?" So why are you going to concern yourself with being around them when there's nothing to talk about, man? You have nothing in common anymore. You can't talk to them about the struggles of being in the truth. Can't talk to them about the demons that mess with you or anything of knowledge and wisdom, because all they know is bullshit and folly, And eventually, your conversation is going to be all scriptural, man. All wisdom and knowledge. And sooner or later, you're talking to them, and they're going to say, well, oh, here you go with that bullshit. Damn, I don't want to hear you talk about the Bible. Why you always talking about the Bible? Why you always throwing scriptures at me? Because they're going to feel convicted in their minds. I can flip this over.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I can't. Yeah, it makes me flip it that way.
Oh, that's cool. I got you. Just
Slide it.
so just
Yeah, just flip it up right there.
just, go ahead. You go.
So yeah, that was it like that. But yeah, what scripture, what hath light, what hath communion does light have with darkness? And they'll show you that they hate the darkness, man. I mean, they hate the light, because when you think about it, we're their condemnation. We are the reason why, their world is coming to an end, man.
And that's why they hate us.
This is John 3:19. It says, "And this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world. And men love darkness rather than light," because they know as soon as through the spirit, they might not know what you do, but through the flesh, they might not know what you do and who you are, but their spirit identifies that you're the light, and as long as you are here to shine on the rest of the world, that they can't live in the darkness anymore.
Yeah.
It says, "And men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved."
That's the main reason why.
The main reason why.
Do not want the truth.
Because they don't want order, man. They don't want order. They don't want to be corrected. They want to do whatever the hell they want, man.
They want to remain in this God-forsaken society,
Yeah.
which the rule of law is totally trash, man. It's totally trash. I'm a grown man, my own man.
Yeah.
All that bullshit, that ain't got nothing to do with the divine nature of the scriptures, man.
Yeah.
They ain't got nothing to do with the Lord's way. I'll just put it that way. And that's why it's Jeremiah 5:5 say what it say. I will get me unto the great man before they have known the ways of the Lord.
Yeah.
And his judgments, man. We understand his judgments. That's why we don't walk according to what y'all walk to. You know what I'm saying? We walk in this thing according to how the Most High told us or showing us in the scriptures, how our forefathers walked according to their belief and their faith. And then a lot of you guys don't even believe in the scriptures, man.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done, a lot of you niggas just winging it. Y'all not even sincere, okay? Y'all just grade A scoffers, grade,
Wing masters, man.
That's it.
You gotta remember the scene from The Last Dragon.
Yeah.
Who's the master? Show enough. Yeah, y'all show enough wicked.
Yeah.
This is verse 21. It says, "But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they are wrought in the Most High, man.
Yep.
So your deeds are going to be proven right, man. You know, because you're putting that best foot forward to do the right thing. You know, like Spike Lee. Can I have Luke 6:22? You know, and because of that, men are going to hate you. That's just what it is. You know, men are going to hate you for actually standing up for what's right.
Because they don't have the balls to do it themselves. That's all it is.
Yeah.
They don't have the decorum or the integrity to do it themselves.
Yeah.
So they laugh at others that do.
Yeah, and you know the saying, niggas like crabs in a bucket, man. You know one crab can't get out without the other crabs trying to pull him down, man. That's exactly what Jake is today in Israel, man. A bunch of crabs in a bucket. We reaching for salvation, and they trying to push out scoff videos to deceive the masses, man. You know, holding their own nation back, man. That's why the apostles always used to say, "You niggas is holding us up," you know. You niggas is holding us up because they're fighting against the will of the Lord, man. They're being found to fight against the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Yep. Salaki, 6:22.
Okay.
All right, so John 6:22, it says, "Blessed are ye when men shall hate you."
Yeah, blessed are ye when men shall hate you, man. You know, so it's a blessing for men to hate you, for them to, you know, don't want to be around you, don't want to hang around you, because the less niggas you got around you to hold you back, the more time you can do the scriptures, man. The more time you can hang out with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know? But the carnality of the people is very toxic, you know what I'm saying? So the Lord does what he does, bringing you into the truth and giving you the light so you can get away from that toxicity. Toxicity, man.
Yeah.
You know, and alkaline your spirit.
That's right. Con. All right, so it says, and when they shall separate you from their company and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake.
Yeah, so they're gonna say all types of things about you, man.
Yeah.
You know, he's a deadbeat father. He don't take care of his kids. He don't pay his child support. Right, he abused women.
Which we be attacked by women.
He ain't got no job. He keep losing his jobs. He can't keep a job. What type of man is that? He can't take care of his responsibility.
All presumptuous.
All they care about is that Bible and that cult.
Yeah.
Not knowing that the Bible, you know, and the brothers is what's sustaining you in the life, man. You know, you having a job doesn't sustain you. You know.
And I mean, in this present world, it does.
Right. But you can lose that job, or you can have that job and still be broke, man, and can't pay your rent. You know, the only reason why we are surviving is because of the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. As long as we do His will, you know. Because I've seen some shit happen to where you know, I've been in that situation. I've been making money, and then next thing you know, I can't pay my rent. Like, damn, how'd that happen? You know, and the only way I could is because the will of the Lord let it happen. You know, made it happen to where I could, man. Now money just start falling out the sky, literally.
All right, it says, "Rejoice ye in that day and leap for joy."
Yeah, rejoice ye in that day and leap for joy. You ain't missing nothing. Yeah. You ain't missing not a thing.
It says, "For behold, your reward is great in heaven, for in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets."
Yeah, so and back in the ancient world, they did the same thing to Yahushua, Peter, Paul, Mark, Luke, John, Epaphroditus, Peter, you know, Titus, Jeremiah, Isaiah. They did the same thing to the rest of the prophets, man. They thought they were crazy as well, you know. They didn't want to be around in their company as well, man. You know, being wicked.
Only because they didn't agree with what they currently thought and held as a standard. You know, this is a different standard, man. This ain't got nothing to do with the world you live in. Well, it has a lot to do with it, but as far as your thought process goes on how things are supposed to go, you have people calling on the name of Yahushua, reading the scriptures, and don't even know how the Lord deal.
Yep.
You know, and that's a basic understanding when you come to the truth.
Yeah.
And that's why we always say, that's why the scriptures say what they say, man. You know, blessed is he that readeth. Because if you ain't reading, you wouldn't know that the scriptures say, study to show thyself approved. So you would know, well, damn, well, how, you know, one of the things you got to understand is how, you know, how does the Lord deal? You know, what does he see as right? And we're not dealing with what's righteous in you niggas' eyes, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why we are the authority.
Yeah.
We don't follow you niggas. We don't watch you niggas videos.
Yeah.
Okay? We don't have to. Y'all have to follow us. We're the light. If y'all see,
you gotta see what we doing and follow suit.
But y'all have to see. But the thing is, if y'all strive to enter in that straight gate, you could see. But hey, this is a stone of stumbling, and a lot of brothers and a lot of people are stumbling blocks to you. The word is a stumbling block to you, but that's fine. It's fine, and that's where the persecution comes in, because they can't connect the two. They can't connect it.
This is John 15 and 18. It says, "If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you."
So it hated Yahushua first, and the world always hated Yahushua.
And you come in the spirit, so what you think is going to happen next? If you were of the world would love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therein the world hateth you.
See, we are chosen out of the world, and this is why this is peculiar to y'all.
Yeah.
Well, I was just say strange. It's just strange to y'all, you know? It's something that y'all can't quite get, because y'all on the outside looking in.
Okay.
But that's fine, you know? Keep doing what y'all doing. And the elect is going to do what they do. You know, we have to do what we have to do.
That's right. It says, "Remember the word that I said unto you. The servant is not greater than his Lord. Yeah. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you."
Yeah. And a lot of people don't even understand the significance of Yahushua's suffering.
Yeah.
They don't understand the significance, why he suffered. Yeah. You know, we know it's for his purging, you know, ultimately. But a lot of people don't even understand why they persecuted Yahushua.
Yeah, Passion
and they was just persecuted.
Was a good movie, man. That was a great movie.
Yeah, it was a lot of people that just was followers.
Yeah.
Of the scoffers and people that hated Yahushua. They just followed because it was a thing to do. It was entertaining.
Exactly.
It was like, oh, these guys are right, you know. Yeah. But a lot of these people don't know the backstory. A lot of people don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And you got a lot of sincere brothers that have to take the flak.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people that's sacrificing and doing what they have to do on a day-to-day basis and trying to become that new man. Yeah. Just like Yahushua was, you know?
Yeah.
Just like Yahushua. So there's significance in what we're doing, you know?
That's right.
Because we mirror what Yahushua has done. It's like
it says, "If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also." Right. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also, you know? So if they believed in the Lord, they're going to believe in you, man. And if they don't believe in the Lord, you're going to be a piece of shit. You know?
Yeah, a lot of y'all sincerely leading yourselves to destruction.
Yeah.
You know? You're sincerely leading yourselves to destruction.
This is Philippians 3 and 8. And, you know, and that goes back to what I'm saying. Yeah, they're going to, like I said, if they don't believe in the Lord, they always gonna look at you like you ain't shit. But you're not missing a damn thing. You're not missing nothing.
Because you're not doing what they doing.
Yeah. But you're doing you're doing what you're doing and being a leader and trying to bring your nation back, man. And ultimately trying to reach salvation, you know? And for that, everything in the world ain't nothing compared to what Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna give you in the kingdom. You can have, you know, you got brothers that ain't able to see their children, man. The Lord is gonna give you a whole planet full of children, you know? The Lord is going to give you 5 million trillion more wives, man.
Yeah, well, let's say that. The scriptures say that in Matthew. It says, to them I will, you know, I'll just give it.
Got it.
Because, yes, we're going to have sex in the kingdom, and we're going to rebuild the nation of Israel.
Yeah. That's the only thing that's going to come after you conquer the planet. You know, after being in, what do you call it? In obscurity for hundreds of years, for thousands of years, man. Normally, you know, when you conquer a planet, which we will conquer, you have to rebuild, man. And you have to build your empire, you know? This is Philippians 3 and 8. It says, "Yea, doubtless, and I count all things." You know what? I'm going to start at 7. It says, "But what things were gained to me, those I counted lost for Yahushua." You know, so yeah, that new car with the car payment and the job and the the fine bitch, and she ain't got no kids, she ain't got no stomach, and she work out every day, she got abs.
That ideal American dream.
Right, you got your house and a picket fence, and you got your job, you got your kids, you got you got friends, you got things you into, things you like to do. When the Lord calls you into the truth, all that shit is out the window, man. All that worldly fame and glory and materialistic things, man, that goes straight out the window.
Yeah.
Because you're called to have something greater, which is salvation.
Well, say he's a jealous power.
Yeah.
So we have to attend. We have to attend to the will of the Most High.
Okay.
And what he got planned. Because ultimately, he the one that establishes everything. So
that's right. It says, "Yea, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Yahushua Mashiach, my Lord."
Yeah, so really, it's not a loss because we're going to gain it. We just have to sacrifice, just like Yahushua did.
Yeah. He who shall lose his life shall gain it.
Yeah. That's where I was at, too.
"For whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win Yahushua." So he counts Paul counts everything that he lost as bullshit, Nothing but a piece of dog shit, in the grass that I'm not even going to bother to pick up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I got a precept for you.
Okay.
This is Matthew 10 and 38.
That's a great scripture. Brother, put up a scripture, 1 John 2:16. I'm going to grab that real quick.
Okay. It says, "And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me
that was
is
the
not
next scripture.
worthy of me."
That's the spirit, man. So he that taketh up his cross and can you read that over?
It says, "He that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me."
Yeah, and followeth not after me is not worthy of me, man. Because a part of taking your cross or bearing that burden is cutting off, those that are toxic in your life, man. That's gonna hold you back from seeking Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man.
That's right. Also, when you go into the word cross, it's talking about public humiliation. So,
ooh-wee.
In other words, if you don't take that humiliation, take that. I'm gonna get
that persecution.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you can't take that humiliation, that persecution, and you can't deal with putting your face and your body on display and making yourself a living sacrifice for Yahushua, and can't deal with people seeing you, people that you know in the world seeing you, holding up, signs and reading the scriptures and wearing garments that they call dresses, man. The scripture says you're not supposed to be ashamed of Yahushua, man. Because if you are, he's going to be ashamed of you. So if you can't deal with your image in this world being destroyed, get the hell on, man.
Yeah, here we go. This is the Greek word is stauros. Stauros, okay? I'll show you real quick. You probably not.
That's too bright.
Yeah.
The light is too bright.
Yeah. All right, but I'll read it. It says, it's the Strong's definition. It says, figuratively exposure to death.
Figuratively exposure to death.
Yeah, and we're exposed to death.
Man, you out there in the elements, anything can happen to you.
Yeah.
If you walk around in the world, anything can happen to you, man. And that's the whole point that I made about this, walking around in darkness, man, and being around unbelievers, because there are going to be times where these people will want to kill you, man. They're going to hate you so much that they're going to want to do something to you, man. I was thinking to myself on my way home, because I had a situation like that a couple of weeks ago, and I'm thinking like, damn, I really can't get mad. I jumped in the snake pit. I can't get mad when I jumped in the snake pit and all the snakes hiss at me, and the snakes is trying to poison me. I can't get mad. I'm the one that jumped in the snake pit. No.
It says that is self-denial. So
yeah.
You got to deny yourself, and that's what this is about. And people, like I said, they don't want their deeds to be reproved. They don't want to change.
Yeah.
And that's what you have, the majority of our people. They don't want to be a new lumps, all right, or the new man, so to speak. So that's why they continue in their madness, and that's why they continue in scoffing, because they truly don't understand the significance of the truth.
Yeah.
and what it's here for, and what we're here to do.
That's right.
You know. So it says, he that findeth his life, verse 39, Matthew 10:39, he that findeth his life shall lose it.
Yeah.
And he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it.
Yeah. So you lose your life, like Paul said, man, he counted everything lost and everything done. You know? So you lose your life, you're gonna find it. I mean, you're gonna find salvation. And we're gonna have everlasting life.
That's
right.
right.
You know? We're gonna have the kingdom forever and ever and even forever, man. You know? So this little 60, 70 years you might live in this lifetime is nothing compared to the thousands of years you're going to live in benefits in the kingdom, man.
Yeah. Yep, it says, he that, Salaki, it says, he that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me.
Yeah, so you do got men or women out in the world, we call them friends of the prophet, that are going to receive, the message, or going to, not have a carnal problem with you, man. That's going to look to you for help and to, try to benefit you in some type of way or shape or form, man. And you even got the prophets that'll receive you, man. And they're going to receive rewards too. So you do have people like that, man. It's called the 1/3 elect. But for the most part, if they're not about this, then they're about death, and you can't be around them.
Yeah, that's right. That's it on that.
This is 1 John 2 and scripture that the brother put up. 2 and 15, it says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
No. And it's talking about the current rulership.
Yeah.
The current people that's ruling, because it ain't of Yahweh Shai. That's the world to come.
Mm-hmm.
So you got people that are in this world and love this world. They're okay with the things in this world. But if you have Yahweh Shai, you don't care about these things of the world. You care about the world to come. Which is, the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, and the righteousness thereof.
That's right. It says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life. Now these are all demons, by the way.
Yeah.
These are all demons that engulf the current world as we know it and make up the darkness that we've been talking about.
Yeah. So just like we're vexed with the world and the evil things in the world, people are fine with it. People are fine with the homosexuality.
Yeah.
People are fine with the unjust rule of law.
Yeah.
People are fine with the women in control and out of control.
Yeah.
But pretty much out of control. People are fine with that.
Yeah.
And the elect know that that's not the way. That ain't what the Lord intended the world to be like. That ain't the height of civilization.
Yeah.
The height of civilization is a civilization that's ruled by the merits of Yahweh Shai, by this Bible, by the laws of God.
That's right. It says, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world.
See?
And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof.
This is one of my favorite scriptures, because we got to understand that.
Yeah.
To those that's holding on to this world,
yeah,
this shit passes away.
Yeah, it's temporal.
Yeah, so everything that we see, man, from the trends, to motherfuckers, being rich, famous, and all of that other stuff, and having anything they want, that shit's gonna pass away. We understand. We need to understand that more and more, so we can purge that vanity away from us.
That's right.
Because that shit is all vanity.
It says, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. Like I was just saying, man, that kingdom of heaven that you're losing this present life for, you're going to gain a life, man, and you're going to abide forever. The kingdom of heaven is not going to stop. The kingdom of heaven is going to be there forever. And we're not going to have to deal with the bullshit of having to cut our family off and to know and deal with the struggle, in our flesh of our loved ones being destroyed, because the law is going to be in our inward parts, man. And everyone's going to be perfect, So we strive for that, man. That's what we strive for,
This is I got something.
Okay.
John 6:63. It says, "It is the spirit that quickeneth; the flesh profiteth nothing."
Yeah. It's the spirit, man. And these words are spirit, man.
Yeah.
So you lose your life in this world, which is fleshly, which profiteth nothing because it passes away, and you gain the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Because ultimately, I wanted to go off of what the last thing you just read.
Oh, kind of.
Could you read that?
Yep.
Yeah, read that one more time.
1 John 2:17, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. And he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever.
See, because the will, it's all about the will of the Most High.
Okay.
It's all about the will of the Most High. Say it again.
Right.
All right? Because the will of the Most High is ultimately the end game. That's all. That is what the Most High is doing. That
Okay.
matters. All right? And and that's why we understand that his will is life. His word, his will is his word. His word is his life. You know, which I'm going to, you know. So if we abide in Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai, we have life. We don't need the world and the current pride of life, you know.
Okay.
All right, so it says, John 6:63, it says, it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life.
Yeah. So they are spirit and they are life, you know. This is your life now. This is what you gain. You gain the spirituality and the almighty knowledge of the universe, man. You know? And ultimately you're going to gain another life. You know?
Yeah, because hey, we know even when we die, we have a spiritual body.
Okay.
And we know that the Lord is going to change the elect. He's going to change the nation of Israel forever. All right? We're going to be made perfect.
Yeah.
All right? You thought we was perfect now because we could jump high, we could sing,
We're at the
our
lowest
asses
state.
off, we can do all this other shit. That doesn't matter. What matters is being made righteous. All right?
Yeah.
So we don't go off and do the idiotic things, or like the scriptures say, the inventions that we normally do, which are contrary to the Most High.
It's in Luke 14:26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife. Now, you might be looking at the scripture like, damn, that's kind of harsh. But remember all those demons that the last scriptures mentioned, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, the pride of life, you know, the darkness. These people are all in darkness, man, and they're demons. You know, that's meant to hinder you from the truth.
You know, it goes back to the Lord's being a jealous power.
Okay.
It goes back to His will. You got to do His will. His will is above all things.
Okay.
So it ain't saying don't love,
Mhm.
you know, your people. It's
Right,
saying
right.
don't put them above the Most High. Don't put them
Exactly.
above the Creator, because ultimately He the one that gave you
Yeah.
them as gifts. And we know that the glory of a house, the house is what the man. I think
Yeah.
the scriptures say that. I forget where it's at, but you know.
Yeah. But don't treat them above, you know, the Most High, man. If they don't believe, cool. You can still deal, you know, you deal with your mother and father accordingly and your family accordingly. But as far as, you know, all that hanging out and, you know, being, you know, with them on their so-called holidays and their so-called feast days and you know, being, how do you say it?
Don't be caught all in. Don't be
Yeah.
all up into them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you ain't got to worry about. We got something to do.
Yeah.
We have a nation. We're trying to help build a nation.
Okay.
We ain't single-handedly doing it, but we're putting our best foot forward towards helping Yahweh Shai's agenda.
It says, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters.
Right. So it don't mean, you know, oh, F you. No, it's just saying don't put them above the Most High. Don't put them above the Creator.
Yeah. Yea, and his own life also.
Yeah. So hate your life.
Yeah, deny yourself.
Yeah. And that's what it goes back to, that cross.
He cannot be my disciple.
Yeah. So we got people that have their lives stuck in this world, stuck in up their families' asses.
Yeah.
You know? You the light. You're supposed to have the light. You was told you were Hebrew Israelite so you can wake up your family and do the will of the Most High, so ultimately you can help usher in the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
But you got those that got their heads stuck up their families' asses.
Yeah.
And they're not doing it. Their whole thought frame and their whole processing is different. It ain't of the spirit.
Picture.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, the big picture.
And whoso doth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple.
So who don't deny themselves, those that don't deny themselves, you know?
Yeah.
You got these niggas out here that's self-willed. They ain't going off the spirit. They don't even know where they affirm their understanding. They're being influenced by entities that they don't even understand.
Yeah.
You know, not to go too
Entities.
left field, but you know, you got people that don't. They're stuck in this world. They got their head up this world's ass, for lack of better words.
Yeah.
My bad.
This is John 16:1. Because, like I said earlier, out of all the things that we're talking about, and about, staying away from, people that have nothing to do with Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, because ultimately they're going to give you up to this present world, this present government to be killed. They're going to hate you so much.
You got that?
That,
Well, I get it.
kind of, John 16:1, that they're going to hate you so much that they're not going to be able to stand your presence anymore, And your loved ones are going to be the ones that are going to put you up to be put to death, So it happened to Yahushua. It happened to Stephen. It happened to Paul. It happened to Jeremiah, Isaiah. They tried to put the prophets to death many a times, and they even succeeded. And in the scriptures, we read scripture that said the servant is not above his master. So if they put him to death, what do you think they're going to do to you, man? And they thought that they were doing the right thing, putting the Lord to death, man. They thought that they were, there are people that thought they were doing the right thing by advocating for the Lord to be put to death, and then you had the niggas that knew that he was the Messiah that didn't care, and they all said together with one consent, let his blood be upon us and our children, man. So you are definitely going to be nothing to them, and that's how you got to think about it. If these people are so against the Most High, and you are for the Most High, they're going to be against you, man, and they're going to put you up to be destroyed. You don't take the RFID chip, or if martial law pops off, and you got stormtroopers coming to your house, your mother's going to be the first one to give you up, man, because she's going to be scared of what the troops are going to do, or they're going to be scared of the children dying. But you have to look past all of that, man. You have to look past that fleshly part, and you got to see that. Look, I'm gonna get another daughter in the kingdom. I'm gonna get another son in the kingdom.
It says 100-fold. The scriptures say 100-fold. That's the one I was looking for, but I couldn't find it.
I'm gonna get everything 100-fold in the kingdom, man. This is never going. There's stuff that's never going to die. Because your integrity is more important. Your integrity in Yahweh Shem Yahshai is more important than your fear of dying in the flesh. This is John 16:1. These things have I spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended. And these things that we're speaking unto you now, so that you don't get offended, man. When that time comes where you do have to shut or cut certain people off, man, or when you are being persecuted to the point where the people want to kill you, we're not even speaking this to you now so that you can be offended, or take it personally or take it the wrong way. We're speaking this to you out of love, so you can be aware of what's going on in the spirit, man. It says they shall put you out of the synagogues, out of the churches, out of wherever they're dwelling. Yea, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth the Most High service. So they're actually going to think they're doing a good thing by offering you up to be slaughtered, man.
Yeah, because we ain't got to put our hands. We're not the ones that's putting our hands on people.
Yeah.
And the damn James White, the Edomite, made a statement saying that we're worse than the KKK, which proves only because we cut them with the word, but it only proves that they. Salak, I lost my train of thought, but I want to get this Matthew 10 and 21 real quick.
I see your scripture, brother.
All right, you can get that for me. I got this real quick. This is one hitter. This is Matthew 10 and 28. It says, and fear not them which kill the body, but Salakia. That ain't it. It's 10 and 21. It says, and the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents, and cause them to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
So you shall be caused to get put to death, and you shall be hated for the Lord's sake. Because you're the light, and like I said, this world is in darkness, and it wants to do whatever possible to vanquish the light, man.
That's right. Yeah.
This is back in John 16 and 3. It says, and these things will they do unto you, because they have not known the Father, nor me. So they don't know Yahweh Shai, and they don't know the Lord, man. That's why they're doing it, because they honestly don't know. They're ignorant, and they're willingly ignorant, Yeah. This is, Saki.
Did you get the brother?
Okay. This is Matthew 19:27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all, and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua answered unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And every one that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive an hundredfold.
Hey, the water, brother. That's the scripture I was looking for. But hey, that's so we don't have, and we got to get this in our minds for brothers that's lacking.
Yeah.
Hey, everything that you have now is going to be, it's going to be increased 100-fold in the kingdom.
God.
The kingdom ain't. It's not going. We can't fathom it because we live in these fleshly bodies and we see through these fleshly eyes.
Yeah.
We don't see the spiritual, and we don't understand, what's set up for us in the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be totally different from this, man. It's gonna be way better than this, man. We're in the height of wickedness. We're in the height of things being at its lowest potential. In this world. Okay. All right. So in the kingdom, things of righteousness, man. Think about all the righteous things that we're gonna prosper in the righteousness. When the righteousness is established, think about how the fruits thereof, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be, it's unexplainable. It's gonna be way, way, way more better than what it is now. So your wife, your kids, man, they live in a world where they're influenced by the devil, man.
Exactly.
They're in a world where they're influenced by the so-called white man, and his mind state is contrary, forward to the Most High, man.
That's why I said earlier that all these people that Scripture are mentioning will eventually become demons that will try to hinder you from the truth, man. They'll try to hinder you from reaching salvation, And you got to know how to cut through the bullshit.
Yeah.
It says, and shall inherit everlasting life.
That's right.
But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first.
And man.
Yeah.
Hey, the ones that's prospering now, man, you're gonna be last, man.
Yeah.
That the kingdom, Daniel 12:12, You're gonna wake up to everlasting shame and content. So hey, man.
I can read that real quick.
I'm about to say kudos.
This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 2. It says,
isn't it 2? I thought it was 12. My bad. Salakia.
It says, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. And Salakia shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament. That's that light.
The wise represents the elect. The elect is gonna shine.
That's that light, man. And they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. And that's how we're going to be in the kingdom, man. We're going to be shining lights, man. You think niggas are shining now with fake ass gold jewelry on and shit? No, we gonna be literally shining like beacons of light.
There's a vibration that's gonna come off of us.
Remember the old Disney movie Hercules?
Mm-hmm.
When he finally got the power and he was shining.
Yeah. And
he had that gold aura around him. Or like the Last Dragon.
Bruce Leroy.
Kind of. That's literally how we're gonna shine, but a billion times better than that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a vibration, man, that we're gonna be pushing, man.
Kind of. Hell yeah. You had anything else?
No, that was it. Yeah, that was it.
Okay, kind of. So we're gonna close it out, brethren. I hope brethren was edified through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Shai. We want to give our praises, call halal to Yahweh Bashim Shai, Bashim Rakah Kodash, Barakatham, Akyam. Double honors to the Apostle Ellsbury Milson, who well, and salutations to the brethren. Let me just press the X.